Top of the morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Momo Fell in Love with Zuku Midoriya. I know it says the What If Momo Loved Deku, but trust me. So, and there is some stuff that I am going to change in from canon. So, Zuku has the power of infinity in Zero. So, yeah. But he has the, like a quirk, makes people fall in love with him. 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 So, yeah. It's called, I call it power of love thing. So, yeah. So, he was, I'm also thrown in Zumi, so, yeah. So now when they were born, and then when they reached age of 4, they went to a quirk doctor. Zumi, he has the fire manipulation quirk, but Zuko has the love quirk. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. So, and when they were in like small school, I'll just say it. Of course, Momo, oh, at the time, she was nervous. Yes, at first. Kind of like how Ochako was in the entire anime thing at first, but when she got like older, and then the and when Momo goes back to her house, she thinks about him. Yeah. And then so time skip. So now, so Momo was 16, Zuko is at 15, and Zumi's at also 15. Or, yeah. So the Momo was like, of course, Zuko wants to become a pro hero. And, of course, Momo is the same thing. Of course, she didn't think about which school that. So, yeah. So they went to the same school, UA, and course, he was like, he was being like and he couldn't believe that his quirk doesn't work with robots type. So, yeah. But actually, it does. As the 3-pointer turned and it like ran up to him, and like, and the 2-pointer came and like was trying to knock Zuko out, but the 3-pointer just came out of or the 3-pointer whacks the 2-pointer and destroys it. Yeah, it's crazy. As they couldn't believe that his power makes robots and probably humans fight for him. As a 0-pointer came out of nowhere, and Zuko was gonna run, but he got caught in some rubble. Yeah, no one helped him, no one rescued him, but he when the 0-pointer put his hand down, like tries to slam the, or actually almost try to get run over by the 0-pointer, as his sister knew what to do. So, yeah, and plus Momo, everyone, and got 0 rescue points except for, as he says, "Don't mind me," as Zuko was gonna get killed. Yeah. As actually, the redhead, or actually one of the students from like like Human Pikachu, and like Bakugo, like distracted that robot, as the, yeah, and then the pony and Momo, went try to dig him out. As, yeah, think about that before it. So, yeah. And plus, his sister, or Zumi, bandaged him up so that he, as, yeah. Okay? So, I'm gonna skip the ball throw thing. Hang. And of course, after everyone left, or like Momo finally couraged up, like warmed up to Zuko and like walked up to him and she like straight up tells him that because when they were yeah, so when they were off school grounds and no one was paying attention, Momo decided to tell Zuko that she's in love with him as at first he couldn't believe that his own friend Momo, who is has a crush on him. So he says this, and who date me? As he says, sure, her thing. Yeah? As through the entire like exam things, Momo walks her and hugs like Zuko and kisses him on a cheek thing. As Mina is like some serious tension going on. She thinks that in her head. So, yeah. And so the heroes versus villains. Inko, or not Inko, Zuko and Zumi against Momo and Todoroki. As, yeah. And reason plus that's the reason why I chose those two instead of like Todoroki against or actually Todoroki and Tenya, Ida, not against like Zuko and Momo. I didn't want that. So, yeah. But I keep the Todoroki part, but I switched out Tenya Ida for, or actually, or Momo. So, or actually, it was Bakugo and Tenya. I switched out both of them for Momo and Todoroki. So, yeah, sorry about that. I just realized that. So, yeah. So, they were battling against each other. So, Momo was guiding the bomb thing, and Todoroki decides, I'm still gonna freeze this, or gonna freeze Zuko. As Zuko was like, or, oh wait, yeah, I think, I don't remember what the team Zuko was on. Oh wait, Team Momo and Zuko. Or is this? It's confusing. So yeah, so they start walking and yeah, the Tenya was gonna or use like he basically froze the entire area and so he says, huh, must be him, Tenya, huh? The as he used his own like when he walked or thinking this he had skates on like after or actually before so he puts them on er, and he skated around the like made him go a little bit faster and when it, I also forgot to mention Todoroki is not afraid of using his fire thing, so he's sent Zuko flying backwards, as yeah, or actually, there's a reason why I chose this picture because Zuko actually has the same, or when he can use the previous people. So he basically used hers, the float ability, and float up to as I'm trying to think of so like his partner Ner Ochako knows what he's gonna do. as as Zuko walks in and Ochako flies up um and like knew where the bomb was. Huh. As he remembers that he used so he basically used her power, the her like float thing. So he floated above the ice is and yeah. The and yeah, so Zuko his team won because as they couldn't believe that they asked how how in the heck did or how did Zuko know how to hover above ice as like as All Might realized that used to be a quirk called float. As Zuko, or as All Might saw what Zuko is using, All Might's previous master one. Yeah. As he couldn't believe that, or couldn't believe the Zuko is using her power. So, yeah, now a time skip. Or actually, Todoroki was like, huh, well, survive this. As he used his fire air on Zuko. But Zuko used this, like he used that move, and yeah, and the flames, because Ochako or Zuko told Ochako what his plans are to, like, get the bottom half, or Zuko gets the cause out, like, destruction on the bottom. You just need to go, fast to go past. And the other villain and straight towards the bomb. Okay? Alright. And if you don't miss the signal. Okay? As he had the intercom thing, like two things. One, so yeah, so he tells her, ready? As they, like, so now after, like, doing that, as he says, now, go. As he goes, or as Momo, or no, Ochako passes Momo, and when, and the building was collapsing, and yeah, keeps them off balance, as they, and Zuko, couldn't believe, or they couldn't believe that he, yeah, so, hold on just one, sorry about that, I had to take a drink. I didn't want to, like, take a drink during my recording, so yes. And so they were scared out of their minds, as they couldn't believe that Zuko, as he, like, or Todoroki, actually, in this what if, he was not like what Bakugo is. He was like himself. So he, as as Todoroki uses ice thing. Of course, it's funny. Zuko used teleport thing, like warp gate, and warped Homo and Ochako away. As the a building, as actually he warped Tinya, or no, Todoroki back to the control room as the entire building collapsed right on top of Izuku. No. Yeah. As they were, like, they couldn't believe that Zuko, who was underneath all that rubble. So, but Zuko, who used his special technique called absorption. It was from his power of zero, and he went unscathed. As, yeah. Oh, then now the time skip. Or, like, go to the USJ. As Momo, who knew that it was all part of Izuku's plan, but there was some of them had, like, drawbacks, like that when he didn't intentionally, like, break the entire bottom layer and the entire building collapsed right on top of him. As Momo does that same face, but she kissed him on the lips, and yeah, as at first she thought, I can't believe, as this is what Momo saw. Okay, but when she heard that he's still alive, Eve, as he tells, as they're like sobbing, like they couldn't believe that the building dropped onto Zuku's head thing. Yeah, Zuku, who was literally, and I'm making this into two-part video, so yeah, be prepared. So yeah, so they were sobbing as, but then when they said, look, as they see Zuko standing right in there, unharmed, like the entire debris or that was surrounding Zuko. Yeah, as he was like, huh, I'm not dead yet. As so then that's all happens. As when Inko, or no, when they were arriving thing, as this is what it is. So she basically wants Zuko to just hug him, or like to hug her, like basically like what you see before you. As, yeah. Well, she knows that he can never die. So now the at the USJ thing, the please wait for part two, or actually, why wait? So the when they arrived and they get ambushed, yada yada yada. As the Nomu, oh, actually fell in love. Like, instead of like was gonna kill like Eraserhead, he looks up at Zuku, and his eyes, like Zuku or Nomu's eyes, were just like how Momo's eyes are. That little heart thing, yeah. As he jumps over to the boat, and like instead of like putting his mouth over Zuku's head, just like hugs him. Yeah. As everyone's like, what the heck just happened? As Eraserhead still had like sight, but he couldn't believe that the Nomu went over and hugged Zuku. And like, yeah, because the program of the Nomu's like obedience program got recoded. So basically he only could listen to Zuku. Yeah. So, and as everyone's like, holy crud. And as the handover says, no fair, no fair, no move. Destroy that little runt. Or kill that little runt. As the Nomu turns and looks at Shiraki-sen, and the based off of like when you saw his face, he looked at the Nomu, or no, Nomu looked at Shiraki-sen with such tense eyes that are like, yeah. And it scared Shiraki-sen. So bad. So, yeah. And so now the Nomu picks up Zuku and his friends and jumps all the way back to land. And he and Shiraki-sen was like, you're the one that is controlling my weapon, or our weapon, as he dies, Joker, or die, little run, as he gets killed. Or no, he gets whacked by the Nomu right in the rib cage thing, like a side, and as he's sent flying. And yeah. And Momo couldn't believe that the Nomu protected Zuku. As All Might comes out of nowhere with the pro heroes and the Nomus gathered up all the villains as because Kirigiri and Shiraki-sen got away. As Nomu walks over and pets Zuku on the head. And not like BAM! Slams him. Just like soft pet thing. As yeah. So then they ended up like they couldn't believe that they thought Zuko was dead, but yeah. As the Nomu went in behind bars, and as All Might sees why the Nomu wasn't attacking him, so yeah. And so then next day, or like, I'm skipping the sports festival. I'm gonna do it in part 2. Just to like go over some stuff. And the like internship things. I'm skipping those 2. I am only gonna do one in after this video. And so the camp arc, I'm skipping. As they couldn't, as the Class 1A couldn't believe that Zuko and Momo are dating each other's. Yeah, every time that Momo gets close to Zuko, she ends up kissing him on the face, or hugs him. Yeah. As the costume, he asks, or like, so Momo was actually, and so the camp arc raid arc was, Zuko was basically the one that got captured. As he, by none other than like Nomu, or not Nomus. Or actually, the funny part is, during the internship, all 3 Nomus walked up to Zuko, and they, instead of like attacking him, like shredding him to pieces, they ended up falling in love with him. Basically, like, they just love him and respect him. Yeah. But the, like, muscular, was like, oh, I'm gonna kill this man. Or this kid. As one of the Nomus who's walked. Guess which one? It's some dark green purple one, I think. But hold on. By this fella. So, yeah. He ran all the way and beat the snot out of Musclier. Yeah. As he walks up to, yeah. So, when Zuko got kidnapped, and then all that stuff, then All for One shows up out of nowhere, and or actually, the Nomu or Zuko was trying to, as Zuko knew what to do, so he flicked, or actually, All Might versus All for One fight, and Zuko was like, as he known what to do, or he didn't know what to do, so he was freaking out. As, let's say, the let's say everyone, all those Nomus that was getting handled by the mountain lady, stops attacking like a mountain lady. He ended up attacking the Nomu. Or no, they attacking All for One. Beating the snot out of him. And like, and Zuko, who is panicking because All Might was slowly dying, as he says, hold on in there, All Might, as he used rewind time, so he rewind All Might to Prime All Might, as it fixed his, like, as Zuko, or as got pierced, nursed in the shoulder by by All for One, as he says, as he brings Zuko closer, but he did use one technique, so he made like, he hid the original quirk, or into it, like a little, like, put into the ground. Boom. As All for One looks at him. So please wait for